Hello. I'm going to walk you through Module 1 in this video, so you know exactly what to do as you approach it. So, as you can see from the title and the image here, we'll be focusing on, therefore starting with, Art Spiegelman's Maus, which is one of the most important graphic novels ever made. We'll explore why that is. Uh, I'm going to first just give you an overview of this module. So here's the welcome message. It's a good idea to start with that and read that, and it gives you an overview of the week, similar to this video, but in a written form that you can easily go back to. Here's context material for this graphic novel. It's not the book itself, it's background on the Holocaust, on Maus's place in graphic novel history, and what to watch for as you read. Here's the link to Perusall, which you should be familiar with from the orientation module, how Perusall works. And this will take you to Understanding Comics chapters 1 and 2. We'll come back to this in a second. Then you have the response directions. These are just the directions for the response paper. And then here is the link to the actual discussion board where you will submit your work for the response work. And this is the basic structure for each of the main four modules. So this is intentional. So you know kind of what to expect. Of course, the content itself will be very different. So now just kind of a little bit of an overview. There are two main readings for this week. The reading of Maus um, and reading of chapters 1 and 2 of Understanding Comics. Now, Maus, you will have had, hopefully, everyone at this point has a copy of the text. You may have the complete Maus, which is sort of one volume, or you may have two separate volumes, uh, Maus 1 and Maus 2. It's the same thing, just how they bound the book. So it's about 300 pages or so, and so it takes, take a little bit of time. It will go quickly, and I think once you start, you'll want to just continue reading. But again, plan ahead, and so you have time. Works really nicely if you have some time to really just enjoy the book as well. So here I want to just talk again about the Perusall one. You click on this link, it will take you directly to the okay. Well, it says it's not available yet, which oh, okay. So when I'm making this video, it's not available because I set the dates a little bit later, but it will be available when you click on it. And what you'll do when you go in there, I don't actually need to show you this, honestly. What you do when you go in there, you'll see the text of chapters 1 and 2, and you can see the directions here that you're going to annotate both those chapters in 8 annotations across both of them. Again, like before, like last week, it can be a mix of original comments, responses to classmates, etc. And then you can also see the Perusall guide in the orientation video to get an overview of some of the key concepts from chapter 1 and 2 that I would really like you to be thinking about. And then we have really the central assignment for each of the modules, and that is the response for each of them. Now, Now, one important thing to remember right off the bat is that you have two choices here. Uh, the response paper or the comics journal. So option A is the response paper. It's analytical. Uh, you will pick a 2 to 3 page sequence from Mouse, analyze how it works using McLeod's vocabulary, reflect on what it meant to you. And you can see that here, these written directions. And so that's really, it's a written text is what you're submitting. I mean, you're submitting it to the discussion board, which I'll show you in a second. Option B is the comics journal. And this is creative. Uh, so you will make your own short comic in response to something in Mouse, and then you will write a short artist statement. The idea here is it gives you a chance to create something. Oftentimes, great art inspires us to create, not just respond analytically. And so this is a chance to kind of do that. And so when you're deciding, pick whatever feels right to you for the book, um, what seems to be drawing you in that direction. Um, Having said that, and this is an important point, you'll do 4 responses across this summer. By the end, you'll need to have 2 of each. So what that means is, to sort of clarify even further, we have 4 graphic novels that we're reading. You will have 4 of these responses. By the end, 2 of those responses will be the more analytical one, and then 2 will be the more creative one. So if you, for instance, choose option B for Mouse, and then for the next one, the best we could do is the title of it. You also chose B. That means that the last 2 graphic novels that we read, Kindred and The Dark Knight Returns, you would then by default need to do option A. And so my suggestion would be, to kind of try them both out early on. So maybe Mouse do option B, and then best we could do option A, or something like that. Um, but it's all right. It's worth thinking through that because I do want people to try both of them, and I think both have an important experience. And keep in mind for option B, for many of you, if you're thinking, "Oh, I'm not an artist," uh, it's not being graded on the artistic ability, as noted here. This is not an art class. Um, there actually are very effective comics that are uh, very basic in their art. I mean, there's some that are just beautiful works of art. So that's the key assignment for really each module. And what you'll do is you'll upload it here. And for if you choose option A, you can put the text directly in the post. You can copy and paste that in. If you want to also upload like a PDF in case you're worried about like formatting or something like that, you can do that. Sometimes it's easier for people to respond when it's directly um, in the submission block here for the discussions. Uh, Now for the creative one, you're going to need to attach something, um, and so I think what I'm suggesting or what I wrote in the directions um, were that you can attach your comic. So you can click like a attachment, could be an image or possibly PDF or something. You can attach the comment like this, and then put the artist statement in the box here. That might be the easiest way to do that. And you won't see your classmates' posts until you've posted your own. That's intentional. And what you'll do once you've done that is you actually have then by the next day, because it's such an accelerated course, you'll be required to go in and then respond to two of your classmates' posts. And I would again, it's not written down as a requirement, but I would try to mix it up a little bit. Don't always respond to the ones that are option A or the ones that are option B. And try to mix that up a bit too. The instructions for that are also in the response directions. So that's really it for module one. Um, reach out if you have questions, if you run into things, but I'm looking forward to reading your thoughts, especially on mouse and um, even on understanding comics, which is a seminal work related to understanding comics, like the title suggests. So, looking forward to this, and wish you the best.